Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Town Hall episode number 3. It's great to have you here. I'm John Kranz with Bill Thomas the other way. And before we get started, as we always like to do traditionally, is we're going to cover a few things. So again, this is episode number 3, and it is July 9th. And with that, just a few quick announcements. So we're going to go ahead and share our screen for a moment. I know it's going to be a little hard to read, so I'll walk you through a few things. First of all, we want to announce some updates to the schedule. So first of all, we have a new release. So under recent releases in the top right corner of the web homepage, we have released Traders of the Air. And this one sort of came out of the blue. We didn't have it on the release schedule saying it's coming in a month or two. We just literally it went out and it is shipping as of today. So that is a Euro game. For 2 or more players. Really happy to say it's out for those that are looking for a family traditional Euro game. So please check out Traders of the Air. You can click on the link now under our recent releases and find out more about that. Also, let's talk about the all-important update to our schedule going through now end of September. So besides the release of Traders of the Air, which was today, our next release, which actually I have behind me on screen, is Brotherhood and Unity. So that's going to be released later this month, coming up shortly. And then that's going to round it out for the month of July. And then we have 2 releases set for the month of August next month. First game will be Red Poppies Campaigns Volume 3. And that is new to the schedule. We didn't have that listed previously. So that one slipped in there for August. And then also a game we also had on our Kickstarter campaign recently, which is Command & Colors Tricorn Jacobite Rising, which is a standalone game that's available. So those 2 are scheduled for August. And then looking at September, we have both Dawn's Early Light, which was also a Kickstarter, by the way, and then the Korean War from Joe Bukowski. So that rounds out our schedule. Those are our updates. As of today, I updated the release schedule literally about 15 minutes ago before going on air. So all that is new. Also, we have some more news in the area of pre-order announcements. And that is, and I'll actually switch to our newsletter for that because we are showing it here. So we have the new design, which we recently announced by Gregory M. Smith. This is the follow-on title to America Bomber, Defending America. So you can get more information about that. That is on the website. And then also big news is, and a lot of folks have been asking about this, and that is, can we get these games back as reprints, back on pre-order as possible reprints? So we've got The War Europe back available for pre-order right now as a reprint, as well as South China Sea. So both very popular games. And of course, The War Europe's getting extra attention because we have The War Pacific coming out later this year. So a lot of people have been asking about The War Europe because they don't have it yet, but they want to get Pacific and get the whole batch. And as I mentioned, Traders of the Air is shipping as of today, so you can get more information. Again, this was the newsletter that we sent out earlier today, which also mentions our live broadcast, which is the one we're doing right now, as well as last week's episode 35 with Christopher Davis. So to get the newsletter, as I always mention every episode, look for the yellow box in the left column. Just give us your email address. That's all we need, and we'll get you our emails. They go out once a week, no more than twice. And that's all there is to it. And then also bottom right, as you can see, a little talk to me animation. That's where you can submit your questions or feedback to Compass Games, which we're actually going to be using today. Besides the live questions you have, we'll actually be covering some of the questions that were submitted by you using that live feedback in the bottom right-hand corner of the website. So again, that's a pretty big update as far as everything we've shared. So without further ado, I want to bring in and introduce again for the 3rd time. And I want to congratulate Bill for wearing a different colored shirt. So we did white for episode 1. We did blue for episode 2, and now you've got, looks like it's like a mauve or a pinkish. Looks like we've got sort of a pinkish color. Reminds me of that company scale system game we did for Russia. Those Russian pink counters.
Yeah. Yes.
So I think it's in honor. It's in honor of that game that you're wearing the. So great to see you've got the fresh variety of shirts going on. So we're going to hold you to that next episode, Bill. And then I want people to be aware that have joined already. The big news, of course, and we'll start rolling this out for our town hall meetings, is at the end of the episode, as in bribery to try to keep you here. Well, Bill's going to be raffling away a free game. So again, please stay with us. And at the end, the last thing we'll do is we'll raffle away a free game for those that are here joining us on Facebook and YouTube. So I'm going to turn it over for you first, Bill. We're going to get to some questions and feedback from our customers. But first, just want to see what you'd like to talk about for today.
Yeah, one of the thing is Brotherhood and Unity, which there are the rules, is coming out on the 24th.
24th. Okay, 24th of this month. Great.
And look, here's the rules. Go through that. We'll go through 2 nice card stocks.
Yeah.
Or 3. Very nice.
I got 3. Got a bonus there.
3 of them. Yeah, so big bonus. Okay, we got a mounted map. Very
nice
thick.
Mounted map. That's always,
yeah.
I don't know how you're going to fold that baby up all the way. Maybe I think it's on the website. People can probably see, but it's good to know it's a mounted map. You can tell it's mounted.
Map.
Yeah.
Thick counters. See, nice little counter sheet. I think there's 2, but there could be 1. I can't remember. 3 dice, and that is shipping on the 24th.
All right.
And then there's a lot of cards.
A lot of cards.
All the different Croatian are blue. Bosnia is green.
Yeah.
Serbia is yellow. So no pink. I don't know. I should have worn yellow shirt.
Hey, you're wearing pink. It's all right.
Okay,
so that's great.
See the card. So this game is actually looking good, and it's in the warehouse ready to ship. And we're just waiting for to get it shipped. So it's going to go on the 24th. Then I just received.
There's more? Seriously? All right. Maybe I need to focus in on you. The war. Okay.
This is the War Pacific. Okay,
Pacific. The War Pacific. Okay. So this is the new design, not the reprint of Europe. All right.
Play designer. No, this isn't a reprint of Europe. It's a new one.
Yep. Exactly. Yep.
This is the War Pacific, John.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Then you got nice. Then you got rules of play, which is very thick.
Yep.
Okay, it's 120 pages, all color, nice, very well done. Then we got charts and tables. Nice.
In a booklet format. Okay.
So we got 4 rule books. So that's that piece that I received. Then I've got Devil's Boat.
Devil's Boat. That one's been asked about a lot. PT boat in the Solomons, World War II. Nice.
And we redid. We really put a lot of effort into the rule book for beginners who aren't too familiar with like B-17 and all those games where it defines some of the terminology. So this is the rule book. Nice box.
A lot of got the box already too. Nice. Very good.
Okay. And look what we got here. We've got a erasable pen.
What's that about? What's that for?
That's what that's about, John. I'm glad you asked. What that is about is we have laminate logs that you have to check off. So they're laminate, and the erasable pen, you check it off, and then you can erase it and use it again. And the good news about this is
very cool.
I'm actually throwing in an extra one.
You're throwing in an extra pen? Oh my gosh.
Because know what I said?
The banner year for Compass Games to get a second erasable pen.
That's correct. I said, so before it ships,
okay,
because this is made in China, I had them, I said, give me another one of these because I don't want them to dry out.
So one of the questions from customers is, will one of the pens be black and will the other be red? I'm just joking. Just kidding. I just made that up.
You have campaign logs.
Okay.
Yeah, all this stuff. A lot of dice. A lot of dice. Well, you can't say, but I can. Okay.
I can hear it.
Well, then it's mounted board.
Oh, what is that now exactly? That's a mounted. So is that the main board to the game right there?
Yeah.
That's mounted? Nice. Okay, it's not too big. So it's a nice small footprint for the tabletop. Like it.
Oh, yeah, higher. You can see that?
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I see it now.
Okay.
Pretty good.
And then
You're just teasing everybody. You show it for 2 seconds and shake it just so nobody can really like get a screenshot of it.
well, I'm not. I'll learn it.
You're just teasing. This is like is this the new tease section? Oh, nice. I like those markers. I can see the markers real clear. Yeah.
Very nice. Right?
Yeah, it looks good.
These actually, just so you know, these actually went through a whole, and God knows I probably made a lot of mistakes, but what I did was I got the rule book from China. I couldn't really get into it, so we actually had I made so many changes to the rule book that we had to reprint it. So but I think it's going to be easier for a person that doesn't play like B-17 and these, because I had a difficult time getting into it as written. So I did that. Now, here's the exciting one. And we're going to unwrap
it was already exciting. So you're saying these, so you're telling me to should I tell these other designers of these games that none of their designs were exciting? Should I send out a note?
And here's this one that's shipping.
Oh, hold on. Let's go into you here. Okay, so that's how big is that box? What size is this box? It looks pretty big. I thought that's bigger than I thought it would be. Oh, yeah. It's a big box. Okay, that's like a Euro.
It's ridiculous because it doesn't fit into. Yeah, I don't like it.
That's a bigger box. I thought it was like more of the card size boxes, but no, that's a big box. Traders of the Air. So
look, we got a bag.
A bag, fancy bag. Nice. We could use that for other games.
Tokens.
A lot of tokens. Yeah, Euro game tokens. It's required. It's required.
Right.
Shall we? Okay, there. Yep. Great job there with the. We're gonna have to get you a close-up camera for all these toys.
And it's a mounted map. I don't know where my rule book is. We actually played this. We actually played this over New Year's.
Okay.
With the kid, my daughter was home from doing her PhD in Idaho or Iowa, and she came home for Christmas, and we actually played this game. So it was very fun.
This is sort of like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, but it's Bill's neighborhood with a bunch of new toys that nobody can get a hold of yet because they're not on the release schedule yet. What is this? Oh, that's the map. Okay, so that's a bigger map than I thought it was going to be. So that's a nice big size. That's a nice full deluxe size.
Yep. So the beauty is you can play your version, and then on the back, you can play it where it's a little more difficult.
Oh, nice. So simple and difficult versions of the game. Okay, so Traders of the Air, everybody. I know it's a Euro game, but this one's quite nice. And I know the designer Schlocht. He's I think he's one of these award-winning recognized designers for Euro games. So there's the rule booklet. There's the rule booklet.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Good Lord, so much already. I'm like a little overwhelmed. I can't keep up. So basically, you've just shown a lot of stuff that isn't on our release schedule yet, because we don't have the War Pacific on the release schedule. We don't have PT boats on the release schedule yet. Okay, yeah, Traders of the Air. You did show Brotherhood and Unity. That one's next. I'll give you that. So you're really like teasing everybody because like these are games you're like acting like, oh, it's in-house, but yeah, they're not going to ship, for a little bit, right? So you have to explain to everybody, how do you have components already for these games, Bill?
What happened?
You have to explain to everybody, how do you have components for all these games already, even though they're not on the release schedule yet? Is this some kind of a magic trick that only you get to play the games for a few months, or what's that all? Everybody's wondering now. How are you showing all this stuff exactly?
Well, because Devil's Boat actually, this is what I do is I get a sample from China. Okay, this is my sample copy. So I get to make any final changes I want at this point. Okay, and I made this probably 2 weeks ago, so it should be ready to ship out of China probably in another 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
So that's that. Pacific is Brotherhood and Unity obviously is in stock, and now I'm going to do it right now because I'm excited. Okay.
Oh, no, you're still excited? I thought you'd be. Oh, what the heck is that? Oh, it's got a shrink wrap on it, I think. Oh, hold on. I got to zoom in on you. Okay, so the shrink wrap, it's a pretty dark, so you got to back up with it a little bit toward there. Okay. So there's a little glare from the shrink wrap, but that looks like Carrie Anderson's The Battle of Armageddon, correct?
Right.
And it's shrink wrapped and done.
We're going to open this sample live tonight.
We're
How
going to open a live sample to tease people yet again of a game that's not free. That's just a sample. Okay.
because I got to review it, and it takes me about a week, and then I give the
All the
okay. And
people are sending me hate mail emails right now about all these games they can't get a hold of yet that you're showing. That's okay. All right, so you're opening it up. So this is a sample.
Up, look,
This is a sample copy. So that means it's a mounted map, right? It's mounted map.
hey, don't give it away.
Oh, okay. Well, let's
Open it up.
Okay, let's let Bill. We're gonna let Bill open up Armageddon, Battle of Armageddon. How many people know what the Battle of Armageddon is online? You can give me a thumbs up or a +1 if you're familiar with it. It's been out. Carrie Anderson did it quite a while ago. There's some cards.
Here's a deck of cards. A deck of cards here.
Nice.
Here's 2 more decks of cards.
You need Carrie Anderson on tonight. Where's Carrie? We need to talk about this.
Will you concentrate?
All right, there's cards. More cards.
Yeah, more cards.
That's a lot of cards. Okay, wow. Okay.
Oh, look, dice that have little pictures on them.
Oh, so these are custom. Hold them up higher. Okay, custom dice. Yep, that I remember that from the play testing.
Yeah,
okay, very cool.
Incredible. Then here's the rule book.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Looks good. Yeah.
Oh, no, I see. I'm getting nice rule book.
That's good. Yeah, it's not overly complicated, which is great. It's a good, fun game.
And then these are setup things or whatever. Okay.
Setup things like setup displays. Yeah. Okay. Oh, a lot of That said Battle Game 6 on it. There must be a lot of different. Number 4. There's a lot of different scenarios, obviously.
Map Legend. There you go.
Okay.
You have campaign games. Right.
Tons of scenarios. I gotta check the product page now. There's a lot of scenarios apparently, given what you just showed there.
Counters.
All right.
Oh, they're popping out. They want to be
popping
playing.
out. So these are like the nice thick rounded edges. Yep. Perfect.
Yeah. And these are oh yeah, these are from China.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be better as we go on with this stuff.
I don't think I have to tell people we didn't rehearse this tonight. I think people have the idea this is all impromptu, unrehearsed, without me saying it. Right? Bill's cutting out a little bit.
Here's the mounted map.
Comes. Mounted map. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, come on. I got to call in reinforcements. Can you see any of that?
Go back.
Yeah, I can see some of it. That's a big map. It's a nice mounted map. So that's got the deluxe counters, all the cards, lots of displays, mounted map. It's a nice definitely a nice full package for sure. Absolutely. Somebody's asking here, is the game, can this game Armageddon be played solo? Solitaire suitability is average. I think it's Nadir that's asking. It's a 5 out of 10 rating. It's really for 2 to 6 players. It's really a fun. It's meant to be like a fun multiplayer game. You can have just 2 players. Takes a few hours to play, but you can try it solo at least.
Oh no, I played it solo.
You've played it solo. There you go. There's a testimonial right there. So you can play it solo. Perfect.
Yeah, you can play it solo.
Okay.
There's nothing that precludes you from playing solo. Okay, so that's all I got for tonight on that end.
Earl's giving you props here, Bill, saying these are a great idea. I don't own very many Compass games, but getting to know the people behind them makes them more desirable. So he's basically saying he likes your shirt. You look really nice. You're cute looking, and he's going to buy more product to make you happy. So Earl, thanks for giving Bill props because he does take time deciding what shirt to wear. So he is trying to look good for you guys. So
that my wife does that.
Okay. And then, here's a recommendation. Since you've cut out 2 or 3 times already, Matthew says, let's get you upgraded on your internet service.
Okay. Here's the funny thing, Matthew. We are upgraded.
Yeah.
We do get the best in the area. Okay. So we pay the most expensive amount to our cable company to get the highest service, and they stink.
There you go.
That's what I say about that. We have issues with my internet service, but we'll look into it again and see if we can't. Maybe they have a different package now because this was probably 6-7 months ago.
So Matt says he wanted to see Attrition of Souls. Do you have it hiding anywhere? An Attrition of Souls. So
get Civilization, get whatever you can.
All right,
Of course.
so Matt, you might get your wish granted here for an Attrition of Souls. And by the way, it is up on Kickstarter right now. So
Yeah, get up and go on Kickstarter.
yeah, I should mention right here real quickly. Here's our Kickstarter, everybody. Thanks for supporting it. Of course, if you pre-ordered the game already direct from Compass, you don't have to do a Kickstarter pledge because you've already basically ordered the game. But if you haven't yet, just go to Kickstarter. You can search by Compass or Attrition of Souls, and you can see here we got 23 days left, and we're excited to get the game out. We've got the rules available also that are posted if you want a sneak peek of the rules. This is by Scott Librant, who also did a Euro game for us. So he does some really good, clever strategic level games. And the rules are available right here if you want to check out the rules. But I think Bill might have it handy to show. So, Bill, are you getting, did you have enough time to show an Attrition of Soul for him?
Okay, Cyanide Peninsula. Yeah, I think it's there.
So this looks like the map. Is this the mounted map for an Attrition of Souls you're pulling out? I can't tell yet.
Yeah. I have a question here. Cyanide Peninsula on the map for
Armageddon. Yeah, probably. I think it's all Middle East. I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, it's covering the whole Middle East basically.
Yeah, here we go. We got Suez Gulf and stuff. So I'll show that part of it, and maybe that one.
I can add the map to the website if it's not there already. I think it is, but maybe not the final version of the map. Bill's gonna hurt himself here. He's got a flap that's gonna snap. All right, give me an A for effort there.
It looks like it does.
I think it's probably there. Quick question from Nathan's asking you, Bill. Do you have a preference about pre-order versus Kickstarter, or is Kickstarter kind of like a final push for games?
Well, no. Kickstarter, as you can see, the games are done. Okay, Armageddon will go up on Kickstarter. Okay, just because it's a way to get people that might not pre-order on our website. So I don't really have a preference. I like pre-orders because pre-orders give me a bit of ahead of time before I'm already producing the stuff.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, absolutely.
Kickstarter.
Yeah. So sorry, you cut out there.
It's a oh yeah, that was fun to hold up the map. Yeah, I think I can't wear my glasses when I do this because I get scared that mounted map's going to break my glasses.
That's okay. You know, I think everybody online has the concept down now that there's a lot of stock starting to come in as you said, sort of a preview of the games, preview copies. So that's a pretty rich supply line. I mean, you're showing a bunch of stuff that's not, again, it's not even on our schedule to be released through August. It's stuff that's coming after that. But obviously coming later this year. It's obviously things, Brotherhood and Unity is actually coming later this month, like you said, on the 24th, and you were showing, that game. But it's great to see all these components. I know for the Pacific, the War of the Pacific by Ernie Copley. I just want to mention for everybody for the War, for Pacific, the War, we're going to have Ernie Copley on next week, which is episode 36, to talk about the War Pacific. So if you're interested in the War Europe and now the Pacific, that's a new design from Ernie. We're going to go in depth next week, next Thursday, with Ernie Copley on his design. Okay, and then Attrition of Souls. Yep.
Yeah. One question is, somebody asked about enemy action Kalkov, and what happened is the two player and one of the solos are done. Okay, they're just working on the third, and I can't remember if it's German or Russian. Okay, but that's moving along. Okay, we're just waiting for them to wrap up play testing, and the designer will say, okay, the third game in that 3-game game is done. Okay, Doomsday is in its final. What we did, so what we're doing with Doomsday and what we're doing with a lot of games now is Adam has actually got a group together. Okay, 4 or 5, 6 people that are his main group when he does CSS now and when he does Doomsday. So they're going through the rules, they're going through the counters. So they're making those games a lot tighter. But I would say Doomsday is in the final stages. They're doing rules layout. so it's probably 90% done. Okay, and we've already started production on a lot of Doomsday. But like I said, a lot of our game, he has a group of people now in both systems that are helping him make those games a lot better.
Great. And then I think we promised Bill an attrition of souls that we would.
I get sidetracked, so keep me on.
Yeah,
okay.
So we're gonna show. I think Matt was asking about attrition of souls, and yeah, believe it or not, Matt, we can show it. So what's that's a pouch, I think.
These are little pouches, and
hold them close by your shirt. Hold them towards you.
Oh, yes.
There we go. Yeah, hold them back. Perfect. All right. So 2 pouches. Are they the same color, or are they both black?
I just said one's gray, one's brown.
One's okay because the color's not coming through, but I believe you. Gray and brown. Perfect. Gray and brown.
And then look, we got a lot of dice. Oh my good God.
Okay, blue and red dice. Lots of 6-siders.
People say why I do another World War I game, because this is very simple. Okay, it's a great game. You can sit down and play it in probably an hour once you know the rules. See, so you have a turn sequence.
Yeah.
Nice. You have a few cards. There are a few events, not many. Okay, so cards are. This is not a card-driven game. It's just that these are for some events and stuff. Nice rule book. See, and oh yeah, nice.
And the rules are available on Kickstarter. Folks can look at the rules now on Kickstarter if you want.
And then you can see here's the setup.
Yeah.
See, there's not a lot of components. Oh yes, hello. Oh yeah, not a lot of components. Nice. Okay, this is the good guys, and then these are
Yep, nice
thick counters.
Fancy rounded corner counters. Yep, from overseas. Yep. Oh, Bill's asking for more. I can tell. Watch out, everybody. He's asking for more. He's going for the option. I can tell. I know Bill too well here. All right.
On these boxes, it's in a downstairs. Yeah, it's
trying to get another game out. I can tell. Okay, they're up. Very nice counters. Yep.
Yep. No, this is a very. I like playing it, and I like those monster games. I like more detail, but this is a game that you sit down and
it plays pretty quickly. I think too, doesn't it? It's a strategic level, pretty fast playing. I think.
Oh my God.
Oh my. Okay, that's a big map.
That looks, see that? Oh look.
I wonder. I guess that's 22 by 34. It's almost. I feel like it's almost bigger, but maybe it's just a camera angle. But that's a full size map for sure. Very nice. Boy, Matt. I hope we're making your day here, Matt. We're showing you the full attrition of souls here. This is not messing around. We got the whole shebang there.
Now, okay. So that's exciting. Wow, we got sidetracked because I was actually gonna talk about something else tonight.
I didn't know you were gonna show so much stuff. I mean, I'm in shock that you've got all this stuff to show. I mean, it's like I can't keep up with all the stuff you have in house already.
Here's a very interesting game.
Okay. That is Coalition. Is that Coalition?
Yes, Coalition.
Man, you are just pulling everything out. I've got to go to the website to look that up again because I'm not able to keep up with all the stuff you're showing right now. All right, it's on a pre-order on our website, Coalition. The Napoleonic Wars, 1805, 1815.
More dice.
Yep, grand strategy game. I'm talking while you're showing it. One mounted map.
A lot of cards and
three decks of 56 cards in all. 56 cards in all, 3 decks. And this is another big production thing. Mounted maps, fancy counter sheets, 3/4-inch counters,
and a rule book. That's not very. It's not very. It's got examples of play. Okay. And this went through, and people are going to say, well, you didn't catch this or that. This went through 3 or 4 different rule people at the end. Okay, because what we find is when French designers and designers from France do games, then they don't really always do a good job with English, even though they speak. I can't speak any French, but they can all speak English, which is unbelievable. because I took 3 years of Spanish in high school.
Yeah.
I couldn't say a word back then. I can't say a word today.
Yeah, it's by a Spanish designer. I see that on the it's by Javier over in, I guess, Spain. Yep. Got some counters there. Yep. I'll hide the question for now. We'll come back to that question. So Coalition, you're just pulling out all kinds of stuff. I mean, good Lord.
A beautiful map. Very nice.
We need the SPI Friday night playtest sessions at Compass with all this new stuff that's not out yet so we can run through it. It's crazy.
See?
Oh, that's a nice map. Hold on. Who did the map? That's really, I like that style. I don't know about everybody else. I don't know if anybody else wants to give a +1 on the map. Who did the map?
Bruce.
Bruce Urian? No.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. He's stretching himself to new areas. I like that. Okay. Here, a little quick question from Jack. He's a little confused. He's confused. Is Brotherhood and Unity all sold out for the current printing? Is Brotherhood and Unity already sold out?
Well, I would wish, but no, you can go on the website.
Yeah. So just to clarify, Brotherhood and Unity, we haven't released it yet. It's coming out this month. And if you have trouble ordering it online off the website, that would be an error because the game is certainly in stock. It hasn't been released yet officially. You should be able to get the pre-order price, Jack, for Brotherhood and Unity. And thanks, Richard, for the +1 on the map. Kexa, thanks for joining again on YouTube. Good to see you again on YouTube this week, Kexa. And yeah, thanks. And Rounded Corners, yeah, Rounded Corners. So that's where it's at. So, you know, everything we're doing overseas production-wise, as Bill mentioned in the earlier town hall, we have a small percentage of games. All the one mappers go overseas. They get the fancy mounted map boards. They get the fancy rounded, extra thick counters, cards. You know, it gets the carte blanche treatment.
You
basically.
see that, John? Yeah. This is Napoleon's Imperium.
Are you seriously pulling out yet another game? Come on. Napoleon's
Bill says they're hard to see.
They're a little hard to see, but what are we going to have next episode in 2 weeks when you're showing like 10 games?
So much, but I want to do one more, but I'm going to stop. I got like tons here.
You got to save it. We're like people, it's like a sugar high. You're showing all this new stuff. I feel like I've had like Bubblicious bubble gum for the last hour straight. It's like I'm getting sugar withdrawals here with all this new stuff. So what do we got here?
Are you looking at that?
What is that?
Indian Ocean.
Indian Ocean Advent. Okay, Indian Ocean.
Indian Ocean.
Got to hold it back by your shirt.
Oh, Bill said okay, Bill said oh yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Can you see
okay.
that?
And now we can see the full counter sheet. Okay, but your video connection, it's again, it's a mystery box thing because your video is a little out. Is that Napoleon's Imperium? Okay. Yeah. Holy smokes.
There's a lot of counters, but look at them. I got more for that one.
Napoleon's Imperium's a really big game for those that haven't checked out Napoleon's Imperium yet. It's like I almost want to call it like a World in Flames type approach, you know? It's one of those.
See?
Oh my gosh.
Now you're probably asking me, hey, Bill, I thought Napoleon Imperium is on the website as being made in the U.S., but these counters look very thick to me.
So what's the deal on that?
What's up?
So are you doing counters now? Like, are you getting into the counter sheets tonight already in advance of? Are you really going to go there? You're totally out of control. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Hey, let's do this now because your video is cutting out. So we're going to we're going to play nice to everybody online. We have over about 60 people. So why don't you share what you've been working on the past few months that's going to start hitting here with the next few releases pretty soon. So I'll let you take center stage to explain what's going on with counter sheets.
I told you, John, that was going to be a secret, but it's not anymore because John blew it. Yes, as you can see, these are very thick counters, okay, for Napoleon Imperium. Because what we're doing is we found a vendor, and we're doing thicker counters for our made in U.S. games. So even though they're made in U.S.
Yay!
Okay, they will be picking out. So
we can stop now. That's the big news.
we
That's
finally
great.
got a vendor, and what I want to show you is one thing before we stop. Oh God, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep some of this stuff. This is our counter sheet for
Which one's that? Which game?
Stone River and Perryville, which is.
Oh, is this the Paper Wars? Is that the Paper Wars?
Yeah, Paper Wars. That's a
okay.
T.
And is that the thicker counters you're showing too?
It certainly is, John.
Oh my God. Okay, so everybody, in case you missed it, and they're all wrapped. They're all individually. Are they all individually wrapped like that, or is that just a preview? It comes that way, just the one preview counter sheet that's wrapped.
No, now I will know more in early next week. What I asked them to do is like NATO has 5 counter sheets, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What I asked them to do is wrap all 5 in one.
That makes better sense than doing individual anyway.
Who knows what they're going to do?
Okay.
But we'll know when it comes here next week. But these are the NATO counters.
Oh, NATO's going to be an awesome game. Bruce has done. Bruce Maxwell's done an insane job with his playtest group on that game. All right, so everybody, just to recap, this is like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory episode tonight. I'm going to rename this episode, given all these trinkets.
Talk about too.
I know. So basically, just to recap, we do listen at Compass Games. It's very important to get feedback and to learn from you, the customers, to understand where can we do better. And we do see now and then, not too often, but now and then, we'll see comments like, gosh, the counters, Compass Games, they seem a little thinner than like XYZ. So Bill's been working very hard last few months, and he located a supplier who could do the European overseas style extra thick counters. But now for our American-based products, he was able to solve that. Not solve it. Not that was it a problem, but really an opportunity to even get better, I would say. So we have even better counters for now on coming.
It's just taken me 6 to 8 months to really find a U.S. person who could do these. So it's still mounted maps. I'm never going to be able to produce in the U.S. So.
Yeah, mounted maps. I know Richard's asking about mounted maps. So we covered that, I think, in the first episode, our first town hall meeting about a month ago. But the cost actually to do mounted map in U.S. is just a factor of 5. I mean, it just makes it cost prohibitive. Like, people already say, why is your prices higher at Compass? Well, it's because it's U.S. made, made in USA, but it gets 5 times worse if you do like a mounted map here. It would just blow the curve completely. And it's just not a doable scenario with mounted maps, U.S. made, unfortunately. But everything else U.S. made, including now we've got these extra thicker counters now. So, and that includes the Third World War counter sheets, correct, Bill? Third World War series, big monster project counter sheets.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. So everybody's going to be asking me now, which games are going to have the thicker counter sheets. So maybe general rule of thumb is, games coming out in the future, I don't know if it's 100% of them, but the vast majority of them, we're basically transitioning now to this new supplier for thicker counters. Here's a question. I don't know. This is a Bill question. I always like to say this is a Bill question because I can answer it.
Bring this up. The only time that's not going to happen is when we do reprints. Okay. Because I can't do a reprint with thicker counters, because then everybody else, it's not fair to the people who bought the original game. So I feel obligated that I can't do something different in the reprint unless it's truly a deluxe version where I go everything's mounted. You know what I'm saying? But no, so they will not have they'll have the regular counters, unfortunately. Okay.
If a game goes second edition or new edition, say it's not a reprint or a second printing, etc., but it's a new edition, would it need to be deluxe to get those counters, or could a new edition, meaning the components are getting maybe updates, etc., would that be a trigger for the counter sheets?
But then again, if I do a new edition, okay, I call that deluxe. Okay. Because going to be mounted map. That's going to be different physical components. Okay, and then that's a whole different ball game. But right now, it's a very unfortunately, I had to make the move at some point to go to these thicker counters, and unfortunately, there are games that I can't. Now, the funny thing was with Korea, and I have those counters here too.
Yeah, that's the Korean War from Joe Bukowski, the new version from Victory Games, right? That one?
Yes. It looks like what's going to happen is I'm going to throw out the whole counter sheets that I already had printed under the old printer and already paid for.
Yeah, I received a set of those counters. Yeah, I received those counter sheets for Korean War already to proof. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're already printed.
They're all printed. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and I'm going to throw them out and go with the thicker counters. Okay. Now, so that's that.
Well, you've outdone yourself. I mean, good Lord. I mean, I'm not going to even recap tonight's episode. I'll tell you that much right now, but I do have a few more questions. So let's give everybody a chance to ask. Yep.
Well, let me go here. Rob said something interesting, and he said, I would disagree with that policy. If a product can be made better, then make it better. Okay, but here's the issue. Okay. The product is already printed. Okay, I've already sold a product to 2,500 people. Okay, and now if I have a straight reprint, okay, straight reprint, I'm telling everybody it's straight reprint. You don't have to buy it. Okay, and if I throw in thicker counters, okay, what do I say to the 2,500 people that bought the first game? Okay, it's not the greatest solution. Okay, and you can take both sides to it, but I take the side that the 2,500 people that bought the game shouldn't be penalized. Okay, and I can't afford to mail out 2,500 new counter sheets. Okay, so I have to make a business decision, and I understand it's disappointing to hear. I understand that, but at the end of the day, I can see both sides to it. And
yeah, I can see the side they're coming from. Is I think what they're saying is they're basically saying to you, I want to buy an upgrade kit for my first edition for like $12. That includes thicker counters. I'm just sensing that's probably where this is probably coming from. That they want a chance to buy components that are upgraded. If you were upgrading, like I know you're saying you're not doing it. But they're saying if you would do it, and if there was an upgrade path you could purchase, they'd be willing to purchase that kit. But then it's a new deluxe edition in a way. Yeah.
Correct. But my reaction to that would be, okay, I own the counters. Okay, I own the first game. And why should I pay for the second set of counters? Okay, I'm just saying this is me, and I got to go through these scenarios. Why would I pay for the second set of counters? Okay, when I've already paid for the first ones. Okay, and somebody who buys the game secondarily only gets paid for one. So, and then I hear somebody say, well, you could do the counters online. The problem is that you have to get enough to make it sense to reprint it or to print more counters.
Right.
And that's so unfortunately it's a business decision that some people aren't going to agree with. Okay. Yeah. And that's fine. And that's why we have these meetings.
I appreciate. Yeah, I'm glad the customers, like we said, we don't filter any questions or comments you have. So, we appreciate, again, we listen to you about the counters that, if there's a way to do thicker counters, even though we're printing in made in USA for the majority of products, you can tell we're definitely responding. Our Bill's spent a few months now just to work on that, to have a way to improve the quality for stateside print runs, which I think is exciting news. So again, we're listening to the feedback, and like you said, Bill, end of the day, you're making final decisions, and hopefully more often than not, people understand we're trying to improve quality and do the right things here. So I appreciate everybody giving honest feedback and keeping us honest.
And the funny thing is, I love this interaction because I read these and I go to the post that actually I brought that up because I want to respond to it because I think it's important. And I like hearing from you guys. I like hearing your thing. And it does make me think about things. So don't think that I don't listen to anybody.
Yeah, and like you said, like Matt, you're saying here, this is exactly along the lines of I can read you guys. We understand what you're saying, that you're asking for an upgrade path. You know, you're willing to pay money. You want a chance for better components. I get what you're saying here. So
But
you know, Bill.
Yeah. Here's the funny thing. I'll get 60 to 70 emails, okay, saying why exactly what I said. I should get it for free. Okay, I shouldn't have to pay an upgrade tax. And those are so you guys are more understanding than you have no idea emails. People, I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you, the emails I get.
That's the general rule. People that have a complaint or bone to pick, those are the ones that are going to express themselves. The ones that are sort of satisfied or, okay, yeah, maybe I'm not so happy with that, but overall, okay, I'll take it. You're never going to hear from those people. But yeah, you'll get plastered online by, let's say you do a new print run and there's a nicer set of counters for this game. And then we will get bombarded by saying, why wouldn't you offer those counters for free? I bought that first edition. Now you're penalizing me, making me have to pay to get the same thing this other guy got later with a second print run. I totally get it because I've seen all those emails already too. So.
I'll tell you, the thing I wanted to, one of the things I wanted to talk about, and I know I'm getting off topic. I'm trying to see if there's I'm missing a game turn marker. Can you send me a complete game for free?
Oh, sure. No problem.
You'd be surprised that people actually.
Matt, are you reading Bill's emails? Matt is hacking your email.
I get these kind of emails. Oh, well, a counter isn't here. Oh, here's a funny thing is I get irate emails saying my game didn't come with a rule book. How could this be? I can't believe it. I paid $100 and saves Blue Water Navy. This is ridiculous. Okay, how am I supposed to play it? And my response is, can I please have your mailing address? Okay, yeah. But they get so people get so.
Oh, cuts out again on video. There's your Connecticut internet service. Are you back, Bill? Sorry you were gone there for a little bit. You were in the middle of something there important, but unfortunately you cut out.
Because my car has all 4 tires, I should be able to get 4 new tires. But but you're buying the same car. Was my response to that. Is you buy a 2015 car, okay, and I buy a 2015 or a brand new car. Let's go brand new car because
here's another one for you. Here's another. I love it. Everybody's got analogies tonight. You guys are awesome online. This is great. Okay, so here's another analogy for you about Applebee's. This is awesome.
Oh my God.
This is great. This is awesome. You guys crack me up.
I always had my issue with the Applebee's is I already have a 10 out of 10. So I can't relate to that.
There you go. Yeah, you're Carolyn, sweet Carolyn. You're all set. No question about it. And all right. So
Applebee's. Can you believe I didn't like Applebee's? I never liked it. Even when we took the kids, I went there like 2 times.
You're going to upset everybody now. You don't want to go there. Now you're going to really upset everybody. Okay, so let's get some questions in real quickly here. We're running pretty over already. So there are a few questions. One question was update on, let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll just answer a few questions quickly. So Siege of Jerusalem, that one's been on the back burner. That's my fault because I've got about 8 projects I'm trying to wrap up. So yeah, that one has not moved forward yet. But the project team's assembled, so you can throw nasty emails my way. The other one, which I cannot, oh yeah, here we go. So TJ was asking about Panzerkreig. Yes, right now there is an update on Panzerkreig. That's not one of my 8 projects, by the way. That's below that. But we're getting the translation done right now. The rules were written in Japanese. I'm sorry, I got that backwards. That's Masahiro's game. That's for Motherland. So for Panzerkreig, Masahiro is going to be starting work on the components in about 2 weeks. He's been busy with his political books. He's very active in Japan, his home country, and in politics and published author work. So he's going to be starting the components in about 2 weeks. I was thinking of For Motherland, which is a Masahiro design, and that one, the rules are getting translated from Japanese to English right now. So that was that one. Let's see what other questions I can throw in here. Here's a question for you, Bill.
Yeah, John, I got to tell you something, John, quickly. So you know, when you do this, you need to edit out that I said anything about Applebee's, because Dan just said the Compass games hates Applebee's. Okay, so I don't hate it. I just don't like eating there.
Oh, but you're in so much trouble. You're gonna have people. You've got the counter people after you. You've got the Apple. It's just, you better hide for a few weeks. Let me tell you. Okay, so here's a question from Custer61. Thanks for joining on YouTube. So companies like Lock and Roll, Tiny Battle, White Dog sell print and play versions on Wargame Vault or on their own website. Have you considered print and play versions of your games?
No.
Okay. All righty. Next question. I haven't read these questions yet, so bear with me. Can I ask about the high quality map in Battle Hymn? It's a really nice textured paper, similar to what Clash of Arms regularly does. Is there much of an extra cost involved in that? I'd love to see. Yep.
The funny thing is, it's the same. And it's funny because it looks like it's different, it feels like it's different, but it's no different than any of our other games that are made in the U.S. It's the same paper quality and same texture that you find in all our games. Okay, so yeah, no, it's a different grade of paper, so we do pay more. Okay, but people always say, well, it looks like that map's different than a map a game like Boulder Gap, and it's the same map texture, it's the same weight, and it just feels different. The good thing about Battle Hymn 2 is coming along nicely.
Yeah, it is coming along nicely. I posted on Facebook page today about Battle Hymn, so if you're on Facebook Compass, check it out. Bill Durant, make sure you stay awake, Bill, because we're doing a free drawing in a little bit here. So stay awake, Bill. It's about 2 a.m. your time now. So thanks for liking the sessions. Thanks for picking up Barlev. We really appreciate it, Jack. Yeah, maybe it landed in your spam folder, but I do check the reports from the newsletters, and sometimes we get what's called soft bounces and hard bounces that for some reason the emails aren't deliverable. About 98% of our emails do go out. So maybe I need to post the newsletter URL on our forum or something in case you're not getting it for some reason. I apologize if you didn't get it. So I'll see if I can post some kind of a newsletter link for those that are having trouble. And as Matt suggested, yeah, always check your spam folder, but sometimes the emails do bounce for whatever reason. Daniel says on Facebook, he's looking forward to the War Europe reprint. Thanks so much. You'll see Ernie on next week with me talking about the Pacific. Here's one from Vext on YouTube. Assuming the expo goes off without any issues this year and he's able to attend, do I get a super special discount for my birthday, which will be happening during expo itself? Well, I do know something that happened on somebody's birthday last year that you did, Bill, for somebody who was turning 17. I think he turned 17.
Yeah, so we give him like I got to remember this. Okay. I think we were given 50% off, right?
50% off on everything except for maybe a brand new release from the last 3 weeks or less. Yeah.
I'm including everything this year. And okay, this year is going to be a little different. Okay. Because I think that if people come out and we're going to do better than the 50%.
More than 50% discount?
Yes.
Really? So that's if Compass Expo can happen. That's if Compass. So what's your feelings right now with Compass Expo, with COVID, and any sense of, I know it's a little early still, probably have to be closer to the event date, but what's your sense right now?
Here's what I think. I think Connecticut has done very well lately. Okay. And And remember, we've got 4 months left. I think what's going to make me make the call one way or the other earlier is that our participation hasn't been very good. Okay, because I think people are worried about it. Okay, so we haven't had a very good sign up. Okay,
to be expected, as expected. They're sort of waiting to see what happens. That's normal. I get it.
Make it easier. Okay, if things are getting better, okay, and they're not 100%, but maybe they're 70, and I don't see that there's a lot of signups, I'm just going to pull it, because I'd rather have people sign up and show me the interest, because if it comes to an issue where things are better, and I think they're going to get better, but who knows? It's in November. It's 4 months away. Okay. But I think people, rightly so, aren't signing up because they don't know.
Yeah.
But that also puts me in a position where if I don't get enough interest, for me, it just makes it easier to call it off.
Well, we'll just I'll keep pressing on my side, announcing the expo, saying we want to get signups. Don't worry, you can automatically cancel, get a refund if it doesn't happen. So we'll make sure we push the expo.
I just changed my mind. Okay, I do like Applebee's because somebody said I don't get any appetizers.
Oh my gosh, you're not going to let go of Applebee's tonight.
Applebee's now.
Oh okay, gosh.
Record. When COVID is thing, I'm going to take the family to Applebee's.
Okay, you can wear an Applebee's shirt or an Applebee's hat for our next town hall in 2 weeks. Okay, and we'll call it all good. We'll call it all good. Okay. Let's see here. More questions. Earl's asking on YouTube, do you have time to show the War Europe for those not familiar with it? Yeah, Earl, I'll be showing it next week. Although, please rest assured, we're going to focus on the Pacific because that's the new design from Ernest Copley, but we will touch upon the War Europe since it's now available as a reprint that you can pre-order. Absolutely. Also over on YouTube, we have somebody saying, want to commend you guys for the personal video email replies. You just got me as a customer. So thanks for the positive words. Yeah, it's, what I try to do is I try to get some video replies out to those that reply on our website. But obviously it gets tough with all the projects going on. It's hard to reply by email, video all the time because it takes longer, right, Bill, to do that. So I have to balance out how many video. If somebody says they like Applebee's, I will reply by video email. How's that? I think that's the new rule. All right.
I like newsflash. Bill likes Applebee's now. Yes, I do. So that's newsflash.
I don't know how Applebee's got into this one, but let's see. I'm not sure what this. Let's see. Earl saying doing these shows is a great idea. Okay, I think I showed this already. So thank you so much, Earl. Yeah, that I did talk about that one. Somebody was asking if the games can be played solo. I believe that was when we were talking about the War Europe and the War Pacific. I'm guessing a little bit. So if Raider fans still online for the free game drawing, I think you were talking about the War Europe and War Pacific. You can play these monster games solitaire because that's what most players do if they don't have Vassal or they're not at a game convention. You're just setting up these monster games like Third World War series. It's being played solitaire right now, the old GDW version that we're redoing. So absolutely, you can play these games solitaire, right, Bill?
Yes, Brotherhood and Unity is a 3-player game because somebody said if we had to play, it can be played 2-player, and Solitaire is 2-player too. But it's a 3-player game because it's Serb, Croatia, and Bosnia. All are 3 different factions. So,
all right, I'm going through the final questions here. Thanks, everybody. We have this is the most questions we've ever had. Everybody's going to Applebee's afterwards. Bill's paying the tab for everybody. Just go to Applebee's and just text Bill. He'll pay your bill. All right, so I'm getting through these latest questions. Bear with me. There's so many comments. Okay, so I'm just going to throw up some stuff while I keep looking. So Brief Border Wars is fantastic. I've played 9 games in about the same number of hours. So wow, that's awesome. And his favorite is Operation Attila. So the good news, Jack, is that Brian has, I think I covered this last week, but we've already got the next quad game in Brief Border Wars already decided upon. It's going to focus on World War I and World War II battles. So Brief Border Wars 2, we've got the quad game is now set, and Brian is working on it. Brian Train, the designer, and he's also got a head start on the third quadra game. Brief Border Wars 3, which will be going back to mid-war period or contemporary after World War II. So if you like quad games, somebody else was asking about quad games earlier. Are we doing more quad games? And yes, we'll try to do more quad games, but it really depends on the designers. A lot of this is based on what the designers come to us with what they're interested in. And that's sort of the status on quad games. Here's a question from Dan on YouTube. How is Barbarians at the Gates coming along?
It's coming. It's slowly coming. Okay. I don't even have, it's so, yeah, it's not quite there yet.
Okay. All right. Michael's calling.
Before you say anything, Dan said his 5-year-old son, Isaac, says hi. So because he has to be the youngest war gamer in the world right now.
Probably.
Okay. Say hi to Isaac.
Hi, Isaac.
And, where'd he go? Matthew, his son was 16 years old. Remember we did the thing at the birthday?
Yeah, for the birthday.
Okay. He was 16. He was on and sent a message. I just wanted to say, I hope your family's doing well.
I have to check Attrition of Souls. Have you played it solo, Bill, yet?
Yes, very soloable.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep, I thought you said that. Okay, so I think we've taken pretty much all the questions for now. So what I'd like to do, Bill, everybody's been really patient, and boy, we threw so much at them.
I to get a free Brotherhood and Unity. How good
this is all right. So right here, so the next shipping game, Brotherhood and Unity, we're going to do a free. This is a free raffle for Brotherhood and Unity.
Yes, I'm not giving you a game that's already been out, that's in stock. I'm giving you a lead game here, a new game.
Bill, you're ahead of your time. Applebee's would be proud.
You ordered it. It's not a free game for you.
All right, so I need to explain the rules to everybody. So this is really important because we have to do this a certain way. So what's going to happen is I need everybody, not yet, don't do this yet. Listen to the instructions first. It's basically going to be done through a number pick. So everybody that's online, and we have 58 people online right now, you need to pick a number between, not yet, don't pick the number yet. Don't pick the number yet. I'm just explaining. You're going to pick a number between 1 and 100. So not yet. Don't do it yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to announce, because what we have to make sure is we don't want people, there's so many people, it's not going to work anyway. You're not going to sit back at your keyboard watching 20 people put in their number and then try to figure out the best number to put in, right? We're all going to play fair. So when I say go, we're going to have about 30 seconds, and there is a delay here, so it's a little tricky. There's a slight delay between Facebook and YouTube. So when I say go, everybody has 30 seconds to pick a number between 1 and 100, and then Bill's going to have somebody roll the dice where he's at, and we're going to get the winning number and see if we can find the winner. So on the mark of 3 and countdown, you're going to pick your number. You're going to type it into your comments field on Facebook or YouTube. Type your number in 3, in 2, in 1. Everybody type your number now between 1 and 100. No other comments, please. Just type a number between 1 and 100. And you have 30 seconds to do it. So the clock is running. The clock is running for 30 seconds. I'm checking my watch here. A lot of people might not make the cutoff. I understand. A lot of might. And if it's a tie, don't worry. If it's a tie, we can roll off for ties. I expect we might have a tie or close to it. You've got 20 seconds left. Everybody enter a number. No other comments, please.
You're closest to it, right?
No checking. No. Yeah, you can be above it or below it. Doesn't matter. Whoever's closest, above or below. We're equal opportunity game winner here. So 10 seconds. Final countdown. Everybody, 10 seconds to enter a number between 1 and 100. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everybody, please stop with your numbers. Okay, Bill, I need you to roll your 2 dice. Explain how you're going to do it. We're not going to see the die roll. You're going to have to say who the winning number is, and then I'm going to have to figure out who the closest is. So go ahead and do the famous die roll for Brotherhood and Unity, please.
Okay, this one's the 10. Okay, and this one's the 1s. Okay, and 0. Oh yeah, and 0 is 10.
Oh, 0, 0 is 100. So if it's 0, 0, if it's 0 on both dice, it's 100.
Okay, so Bill's going to roll it.
All right, Billy's going to roll the dice. All right, it's all Billy's fault.
Okay, 71.
71. I see a 71 in here already. Hold on. I see Michael Kwan. Michael Kwan, hold on. We got to check for other 71s. Hold on a second. Michael's very excited right now. He's dancing around the room. I see him dancing. His video's on. He's doing a big high five, but I'm checking the numbers because he had a perfect roll here. Did anybody else do 71? Congratulations to Michael Kwan. He hit it bullseye, Brotherhood and Unity 71. So Michael, please send your mailing address to sales@compassgames.com. We will send you, when the game ships on the 24th of July, we were going to be sending you a free copy of Brotherhood and Unity. You nailed it. First person out. Perfect, perfect guess.
Okay, now we're going to do another one.
What? Oh, we're not picking numbers again. Are we picking numbers again?
No, everybody keeps the same number.
Everybody keeps. Okay, what are we giving away this time? One of the baggies?
Oh. No, they're going to be traders.
Oh, Traders of the Air, a great Euro game. So hopefully we got some here.
13.
13? You said 13, right?
13.
Say it again.
13. 1-3.
1-3. Hold on. I see a 27, but hold on. I got to go. Oh, 16. Okay, hold on. This is the closest. Hold on. I got to check others. That might not be the closest. Somebody just snuck in. I'm so sorry. I have to apologize to Robert Carroll, who had 16 because Martin came in with 14. I'm going through the numbers. I got to make sure there's no 13 or 12. Oh, Dan came in with 10. That was close, Dan. Well, we have a tie. I think we have a tie. Hold on. Really? Hold on. We have a reroll. I think I saw 14 twice. Hold on. Let me 14 by Tom. So Tom and Martin. Okay, this is really okay. So we're going overtime. We're gonna have a roll off between Tom and Martin. So you guys, you have to do this simultaneously. So Tom and Martin, you need to pick a number between 1 and 100. When I do my countdown, you have to do it right away. Don't wait. So get your number ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see your numbers. Put in your numbers for the runoff, please. So let's wait to see what they pick. Between Martin and Tom, we're waiting for their runoff numbers here. I don't see any numbers yet. Where are they? Did we lose them? Is there a lag? Is the lag that bad? There might be a lag here. I don't see any numbers yet. I don't see the numbers. I think they failed the test. I don't think they're doing it. Martin and Tom, you get a roll off. You're not doing it. Nobody else should be doing it. We have other people coming in for Martin and Tom. They may have left, Bill. I'm sorry. So we had a tie. We've got the transcripts here. Maybe we can figure out what we do. But both Martin and Tom, I think what happened is they were so in shock that they may have won. I think they collapsed at their keyboard and they can't type anymore because they're so excited. Their heart pacemaker probably went off and they just sort of did one of those.
Well, we'll give them, when they contact you, we'll give them both the copy. So
all right. Well, I'll reach out to them. We'll get them copies. So Tom wrote 78. Okay, I see 78. Okay, Martin. We'll figure it out. We're not going to worry about it. So again, just wow, this was a little bit crazy tonight, guys. So again, check out the release schedule on our website. You can see all the latest releases. I want to thank you for joining again. Just a reminder, next Thursday night, we'll be doing Compass Games Live episode 36 with Ernie Copley, the designer of the War Pacific, which will be coming out in a few months. And then, of course, he's the designer of the War Europe, as well as the expansion kit that's been released. So please join us next Thursday night. You've seen about 7 or 8 products that very much a sneak peek tonight. You got the big news about the improved counter sheets that apply for Made in America. So we're excited about that. So Bill, I'll give you the closing remarks for tonight. I just want to thank everybody for hanging so late for us tonight. It was a pleasure having you, and you asked all great questions tonight. Thanks for your comments and feedback. And Bill, I'll let you close the session, please.
And like always, I just want to say thanks for the support and thanks for coming on and listening, because this is a great time. I'm having a great time doing this, and I hope you guys are. And I know I can be all over the place, but that's who I am. So hopefully you enjoy, and I appreciate you guys spending the time and listening. And I hope you guys all had a good time and have a good week. Have a good 2 weeks. I'll be back here 2 weeks.
Yes, 2 weeks. Thanks so much, Bill. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Have a great night. I'll see you next Thursday, and we'll see Bill in 2 weeks. Bye-bye, everybody.